Hello YouTube, today I'll show you a Lightsworn deck profile mixed with Beastials and Horus, of course, because this deck wants to mill and Horus help that, and also Bystial give draw power, and also in this meta most of the decks are main deck in them, so when you have synergy with other cards in your deck it's pretty nice. So yeah, it's a pure build. You can play it also with the Fiendsmith engine, but yeah, not everybody can afford that, right? So I'm gonna just showcase you guys the pure version. It's a fun deck, one of my favorite decks, which I started YuGiOh. So yeah, for the new cards we have 3 Dragonling. So he's one of the better cards of the deck because when you have a Lightsworn in your graveyard, you can special summon him, and when it's special summoned, he gets to foolish any Lightsworn monster, and also when he's sent to the graveyard, you get to add a dragon monster with JD and Punishment Dragon stats to your hand, which in this deck we play Punishment Dragon because it's a level 8 and mixed with your new Athena or Minerva, it gets you to mill more cards with rank 8 zombie vampire. So he is pretty important, also searchable with charge of the Light Brigade, which is mill 3, and then you search this, and if you happen to mill any of your Lightsworn, you get to special summon him. And dump your Felis special summon because it's dumped by a monster effect, and then you go and make your Minerva, which gets you mill 2 with different types, I think. Yeah, but yeah, more new cards. We have the Weiss. So you get to put a Lightsworn card on top of your deck and special summon him from the hand, and you mill 2. So in combination with the Wulf, it's also 1 card Minerva the Synchro, which gets you mill more, and when it's sent to the graveyard, from the deck to the graveyard, you get to target a Lightsworn monster in your graveyard and special summon it. And is also a tuner, and with the Fiendsmith engine, this is the card that has the synergy because it's a Light Fiend, so you already know what the Light Fiend does by the time if you play this format. Next, for the OGs, you have 3 Wulf. When it's milled, when it's sent to the deck, to the graveyard, you get to special him, mandatory effect. 2 Felis, for the simple fact that she gets to special herself once it's milled by a monster effect. So if you mill this with charge of the Light Brigade, for example, that's a no-no because you cannot special summon her. 1 Punishment Dragon. Pretty nice. It has so much synergy in this deck because the Synchro Minerva banishes for cost, so you get to fulfill his summon condition. Also is a Dark Dragon, level 8, which you can make a rank 8 with Minerva. Also, if you mill the Lubellion, you can just switch this for Lubellion and activate or place face up the Regained. And also if you mill the Regained, then in some cases you want to activate his effect to shuffle your whole banish and graveyard back except for Lightsworn monsters, and you get to put your pieces that you don't want to see in your graveyard back in your deck. So it has some cool interactions. And next, for more Lightsworn names, you have 1 Raiden tuner, it just mills 2. Lumina, banish 1 to special 1, and if you see this and you don't need your normal summon, you get so many pluses. The Garoth is such a nice card. Each time a card is sent by a monster effect to the graveyard, you get to mill an extra 2, and you draw 1 card for each Lightsworn you milled. And it's not once per turn, so you can activate as much as you want. Next, 3 Charge of the Light Brigade. So this is your Rhoda for the Lightsworns, and also mill 3 as cost, which is godly. Next, 2 Solar Recharge. Discard a Lightsworn, draw 2, mill 2. It's super nice. One Aegis, Lightsworn Aegis. So when its card is sent to from the deck to the graveyard, you get to set it, and then on activation you get to target face-up card your opponent controls up to the number of Lightsworn you control, and negate as many effects as your Lightsworn names you have on the field. And also works with Weiss. You know, you can send this on top of your deck with Weiss, mill, draw, because his effect is Lightsworn card, not Lightsworn monsters, which most people get confused. And that's it for the Lightsworn part of the deck. Next we have Bystials, 2 Lubellion. You want to see it in your opening hand, of course, but it's most of the time dead mill, and you mill so much in this deck that you want to hit something good, so 2 in my opinion is enough. And also more targets than when you hit them or you send them to the graveyard, you get to send your Lubellion that way also. It's Saronir, so you play 2 Saronir for that, and the 2 other Bystials are Magnamhut and Druiswurm. And of course you play all of these to get to your regain, which is more draws and more interruptions when you have Magnamhut in rotation. Next for the Chaos Dragon part, so 1 Levianeer. I mean, we play in Dragon, so we gotta play some Chaos, and also for that fact we play 3 Seyfert, which is your other normal summon of the deck. So just normal summon Seyfert, and you can add your Dragonling to your hand, but just by tribute itself. And yeah, if you have a Lightsworn in your graveyard, you get the special, and so on. Also, Seyfert with Saronir works also, because you get your Magna, you send your Saronir to the graveyard, Saronir sends your Lubellion. It's so many good dragons to send to the graveyard with this guy, and also opens, gets to your hand one of your best cards of the deck, which is Dragonling. Next, yeah, Chaos Space. You can pitch a light, add the Levianeer or the Punishment Dragon, or you can pitch a dark and add the Lubellion. Next, for Horus cards, 3 Imsety, 1 Hapi, and 2 Gold Sark to run up our Horus engine. Yeah, this guy just mills, make rank 8s, and help you thin your deck and trigger more effects in the graveyard, pretty much. Next, for the one-offs, 1 Keldo, 1 Mudora. The shufflers, they're pretty good. And the 1 Scheiren, discard a monster from the hand, special, mill 3, gotta love it. 1 Trick Clown for more extension, level 4, you go for your Minerva, mill an extra 3, hopefully you hit a Lightsworn monster and you get to draw. And a mill deck, so you gotta play 1 Foolish Burial. So that's it for the main deck. Next we go to our extra deck. The 1 Minerva does so much for the deck. When it's synchro summoned, you get to send to the graveyard 2 Lightsworn monsters with different types, and it's so many good targets you can send. You can send Wulf, Felis, special summon them, because they will send by a monster effect from the deck to the graveyard. When it's on the field, you can banish 4 Lightsworn monsters from your graveyard and mill that many from the top of your deck, which even if it's negated, as I said, you get to send them as cost. And if you activated the Dragonling effect in graveyard and added the Punishment Dragon, then you can just punish the Punishment Dragon and use those 2 and go for the Zombie Vampire, which can mill you 4 other cards and special a monster. The OG Minerva, 2 level 4, mill 3. Hopefully you draw some cards with this. So that's it for the old Lightsworn cards. 1 Striker Dragon. When you go second, you want to turn the Dragonlink into this, and helps you go and break boards by making SP with an extra deck monster, which is just trade 1 for 1. And speaking of SP, so you play 1 IP and 1 SP, of course, in this deck. The one Appaloosa because you spam monsters, and if you know what deck you're playing against, this can win you the game. And for all problematic cards you want to get rid of, we play the 1 Underworld Goddess. That's it for the links. So for the synchros, 1 Omega, if you can, you want to activate this effect twice by bringing him back with this pair and hand ripping 2 cards of your opponent's hand, because they will have sometimes 1-2 interruption. If your hand is good, we can play through 1 hand trap regardless, but 2 is kind of hard. But if you have a good hand, then you can play through that. And if you happen to rip 2 other cards from their hand, that's just GG. And yeah, for more synchros, 1 Starlight, of course, you want to go in time and activate this card, or also if you have your Lubellion in your graveyard, this you can tribute him as part of this summon condition. Next, the Dissipator. You can do it with any of your 4 tuners and the Bystial monsters. And for going second, you want to play your Chaos Angel. For XYZs, 1 Dugaris, which is 2 effects that are pretty good, and also a third one helps you OTK when you go for your Dissipator or Chaos Angel. You put these guys into 7k. Also, you get the special one. Pretty much the special effect that you special back will just be to special what you're missing to make Dissipator. So if you're missing the tuner, you can special the tuner. But if you're missing the level 6, you can special the Beastials and so on. So you go for a Dissipator and hand rip another card with Omega. And for rank 8, 1 Photon Lord is monster negation, 1 Horde Harbinger, which is spell negation and attack deflection, and of course the 1 Zombie Vampire you can do with Minerva, Punishment Dragon, Lubellion, or Horus. So sometimes you just make them 3 and just pass. Sometimes you just make 3 of your 8, which is pretty cool in this deck. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed. As I said, the version with the Fiendsmith, of course, is more resilient. You can play more through hand traps. It makes better end board, but it hurts your bank account, right? And also for this video, I want to do a giveaway. I have 3 of the new Lost Art promotion cards. What cancel? So you just have to like this video, comment your favorite Lightsworn monster, and I'll choose 1 lucky winner, I guess, and ship them to him by the end of this month. So yeah, if you're interested in this, just like this video, leave a comment, and that's it. And yep, see you on the next one.